So welcome back everybody here in a new video. Today guys, I'm gonna show you as always the best pairs that I will be trading the next week. So the next week I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pairs to trade the next week, and one of those just needs to be a winning trade in order for me to make profit the next week. Last week, if you joined my Telegram channel and if you follow me on IG, you already know that I lost $500 in a trade that I took on Euro GBP. So the trade that I lost the last week is actually this one here, which was a complete week out. You can see guys that it actually went straight into my stop loss, wicked me out, and then continued going to the downside. Very unfortunate. It happens in trading. That's it. The next trade, I have to take a nice trade and I pass it up to make back what I lost here and actually make some profit as well. So that was a trade that I took the last week. Very unfortunate, as I said, but we'll see what will happen the next week because we have some nice pairs actually that make a lot of sense, even more than this Euro GBP trade here. So actually, let's get straight into the video. But before going in the video, please make sure to leave a like and a comment because it helps me so much with the channel, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed because it helps me as well. So the first pair for the next week, guys, is GBPUSD. GBPUSD, we can see that on the weekly time frame we are now bullish. We shifted bullish once again after the last week closed like a big bullish engulfing candlestick. This right here is a big bullish engulfing candlestick. So it means the price now it's heading to the upside. It's rejecting this zone here that was here at this point here, is rejecting it, and now it's going to the upside. We body close above a strong level of support, resistance, support, resistance, support, and resistance. Once again, we body closed above it, so it means that now we're gonna use it as a support to continue heading to the upside. And the daily time frame, we can see that it's bullish as well, with this one being the higher low and this one being the higher high. So we are at the higher high right now. What I'm gonna wait on this one here to do is for it to create the higher low at the strong area of interest that I just said on the weekly time frame, show me a rejection to take the trade to the upside and target new highs on the 4-hour as well. So the 4-hour right now it's bullish. We can see that it's bullish. What I'm gonna wait, as I just said on the daily, wait for a higher low inside of my area of interest, rejection from the run psychological level 1.33500, which is a price where banks and big institutions buy and sell. Rejection from the area of interest to take the trade to the upside and target, as I said, new highs on the 4-hour, which will be a 1 to 2.5, but even the 1 to 2 is more than acceptable. So that was GBPUSD, which is my first pair for the next week, my favorite one for the next week because we have weekly, daily, and 4-hour. All of them are bullish. We have a strong area of interest on the daily and the weekly, which means that price will then head to the upside. And another thing that's very important is that we body closed above the EMA on the weekly, above the EMA on the daily, above the EMA on the 4-hour as well. So it's actually another sign that price will then go to the upside. That was my first pair for the next week, which was GBPUSD. Now I have another GBP pair, which is GBPCAD. GBPCAD is actually very similar to GBPUSD. But on the weekly time frame here, we are bearish, with this one being the lower high and this one being the lower low. We are still in this range here, so we are bearish on the weekly time frame. The daily time frame, on the other hand, it's actually very bullish, with this one being the higher low and this one being the higher high. Right now we are at the higher high, and as you guys already guessed, I'm waiting for the higher low at this area of interest here to continue going to the upside. Very clean as well. The 4-hour it's bullish as well. I'm gonna wait for the retest of this area of interest here of the EMA as well. Shift of structure on the lower time frame, such as the 2-hour, 1 hour, and 30 minutes, to take this buy to the upside and target, guess what, new highs on the 4-hour, which will then be up here at a 1 to 2.6 risk to reward, which is more than needed for the next week. Very nice. The area of interest is a strong area of interest on the weekly with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches, using it both as a resistance and as a support. On the daily, it looks even cleaner with many touches as well. Look how many trades I took at this area of interest here. One here, two here, one did me out, like it happened on EURGBP. I took many trades here. So GBPCAD, I believe it's my most traded pair, so I know it very, very well. So as I said, pull back down here to take this trade to the upside. Very, very clean trade setup as well. Now guys, I have GBPJPY, which is my third pair for the next week, and since it's a GBP pair, I'm gonna wait, as you guys already know, for a buy once again, because GBP the next week will be bullish in my opinion. So I'm gonna wait for the higher low at a strong area of support, resistance and resistance to buy, to then create new highs. On the 4 hour we are bullish as well, so I'm gonna wait for the higher low, rejection from the area of interest here from the EMA, because when we go to the downside, the EMA will then come up here, rejection, entry signal to take the buy to the upside. Very, very easy trade setup as well. All of them are very, very similar. This one here doesn't have a strong area of interest as the first two, which had many, many touches. This one has less touches, just 3. So we will see what will happen the next week on GBPJPY. Then guys, I have GBPAUD. GBPAUD, on this one here, I will wait for a buy as well. But this one here has to do a further step in order for me to buy this to the upside. So the weekly, it's bullish, it shifted bullish after here. It created an elbow, it shifted bullish. Now we are retesting this elbow here, which is the previous structure point on the weekly time frame. I think that we're gonna reject it this week, also because it's a area of interest as well. Uses a resistance support many times, so we reject it. And what I'm gonna wait for this one here to do is for it to have, as I said, I'm gonna wait for the break and retest above this area of interest here on the daily time frame, which is actually a nice recent area of interest with 1, 2, 3 touches, using it as a support and as a resistance. I'm gonna wait for the break and retest to continue creating new higher highs and higher lows, but my target will be at this high here, because we can see that it was used as a strong resistance. So on the 4 hour would look like something like this: a break, a retest of the area of interest, a retest of the EMA as well, a rejection to take the trade and target these highs here. So if I take my position size 2, we can see that with a 60 pip stop loss, maybe, yeah, 60 pip stop loss, if you target that high there, will be a 1, 2, 3 risk to reward, which is actually very, very nice, very, very profitable risk to reward. So we will see what will happen the next week. So actually, another thing that I just saw, which I didn't see before, is that we have a strong round psychological level, which is the 1.91. So this is a strong round psychological level, and if we go to the left, we can see how many times it used it as a resistance, support, resistance, 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 support, many, many times. So we will see what will happen the next week. But as you guys already heard, I'm gonna wait for the break and retest above this area of interest before taking this trade here. I can't take it down here because it wouldn't make any sense, because it could use this area of interest here as a resistance to then sell. So that's why I'm gonna wait for the break, retest to then buy to the upside. Very, very clean as well. This was my last GBP pair for the next week. Now we will see some Euro pairs, then USD, and then NZDJPY. So now we have EURCAD. EURCAD is very, very similar to GBPCAD. I'm gonna wait for a buy as well, because the weekly now turned bullish from being bearish. It turned bullish the last week. We can see that this was the lower, we can see that this was the higher low. No, we can see that this was the lower high and this one the lower low. We now body close, and this one here is the higher high and this one here the higher low. We are above this area of interest right now. The daily time frame, it's bullish as well, with this one being the higher low and this one being the higher high. What I'm gonna wait on this one here to do is the same exact thing that I'm gonna wait for the first 4, for the higher low to then continue creating higher highs and higher lows, to then proceed going to the upside and buy. So I'm gonna wait for this exact thing here. Higher low, rejection to then continue going to the upside. Very, very easy trade setup in my opinion. The 4 hour right now it's bullish at a new higher high. When it's gonna come inside of this area of interest here, if it does come here, it's gonna turn bearish, so I might wait for another shift of structure on the 4 hour to take the trade to the upside. As easy as it gets, guys. Very, very easy. Retest of the area of interest, shift of structure to continue creating new higher highs. And look at this continuous pattern here, guys. Look how of a trending market it is. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, maybe to continue creating new higher highs and higher lows. Very, very nice bullish market right now on the 4 hour. We will see what will happen in the next week. But if it doesn't pull back all the way up here, so if it doesn't pull back all the way down here inside of my area of interest, I won't be interested in taking this trade because the risk reward wouldn't make sense because I'm targeting these highs here. So retest of these area of interest here, so I may put my alarm down here, retest of these to then continue creating higher highs and higher lows. That was EURCAD. Now I have EURUSD. EURUSD is very, very similar to GBPUSD. We have a strong area of interest on the weekly time frame as well, with two touches using it as a support, resistance, support, resistance, support, and resistance. The weekly, it's not bullish like it is on GBPUSD, so it's not bullish, it didn't shift bullish, it's still bearish, but overall it looks like it's going to the upside, also because of this beautiful pattern here, which is the morning star formation. Very, very nice. It shows the price is rejecting the EMA, which is down here, actually down here, the EMA, and it's going to the upside. It's a reversal pattern that shows the price is now going to the upside. On the daily time frame, we are now bullish, and I'm gonna wait for the same exact thing as GBPUSD for the retest of this area of interest here, retest of the EMA, retest of the previous structure point to then, after a rejection, buy to the upside and target new highs, which on the 4 hour will be up here at a 1 to 2. The 4 hour, like on EURCAD, will turn bearish if it does come inside of my area of interest, so I will wait for the mandatory shift of structure on the 4 hour to take this trade here, because if we don't have two time frames in sync, at least we won't be able to take the trade. We don't have to take the trade. It's a rule of my trading strategy. If I don't have two time frames in sync, I won't take the trade. As easy as it gets. So that was EURUSD as well. Higher low to continue creating higher highs and higher lows and to buy. Now I have USDCAD. USDCAD, which I'm interested in selling. Very, very nice trade setup as well. So the weekly time frame on USDCAD, it's bullish, with this one being the higher low and this one being the higher high. So we are bullish on the weekly time frame, very bullish. But the last week closed like a big bearish engulfing candlestick, engulfing the previous one and closing under a strong area of interest, most likely used most of the times as a resistance, with 1, 2, 3 strong touches using it as a resistance. So whenever we are under this area of interest here, we can see that we're rejecting it to the downside, so we're using it as a resistance. The daily shifted bearish as well, so the daily went from being bullish to now being bearish, with this one being a lower high and this one being the lower low. This one being the lower low, so we are bearish as well. What I'm gonna wait on this one here to do is for it to have a retest of the area of interest, which is the one on the weekly, and on the daily looks very, very clean with the previous structure point, this touch here, many touches on the daily time frame that are actually very, very clean. Look how strong of an area it is. Actually, it does big pushes to the downside. So what I'm gonna wait on this one here for it to do is to have the retest of the previous structure point as well with the area of interest. So to complete the break and retest pattern, rejection to take the sell to the downside. And I honestly think that this one here could reach this area of interest here. It can reach this area of interest here, so that would be my take profit for the next week. So on the 4 hour will look like something like this, a pullback to my area of interest, then the 4 hour will be bullish. So remember what I said on EURUSD, I will need for it to turn bearish because we need 2 time frames in sync. So after the bearish time frame on the 4 hour, after the bearish shift on the 4 hour, which is this one here, after the bearish shift on the 4 hour, I will take the trade to the downside and target this area of interest here. So pullback, shift of structure, rejection from the EMA to take the sell to the downside and target this area of interest here. So it will be a 1 to 3 risk to reward, which is very, very nice. So that was USDCAD as well. Now I have NZDJPY, which is my last pair for the next week. So the weekly, it's bullish. We can see that the last week closed like a big bullish engulfing candlestick, showing the price will now head to the upside. It created a higher low on the weekly, and now it's going to the upside, and maybe we can target this high here on the weekly. The daily time frame shifted bullish as well. It was bearish because it created a higher low on the weekly. Now it's bullish once again because it closed above the zone here. We are above a strong level of support. All of the times it got used as a support, so it's a strong level of support indeed. Here I'm gonna wait for the retest of the area of interest here, retest of the EMA, to then continue creating higher highs and higher lows, and as I said, maybe target these highs here on the weekly time frame. It's very, very doable, but I won't be this strong to hold a 1 to 6 risk reward. Maximum I will hold it until a 1 to 3, which will be a new daily high. The 4 hour is bullish as well. I'm gonna wait for the retest down here, rejection to take the trade to the upside. Very, very clean as well. This one here, I have it as my last pair because it will take more time to reach my area of interest, but it's cleaner than many of them, such as EURUSD, EURCAD. It's cleaner, but it will take more time to reach my area of interest. So the next week we have some very, very nice pairs. I hope that you guys understood the pairs in this video. Make sure to join my Telegram channel and follow me on my IG as well, because there I send live updates, I make reels, I send live updates. Every time I take a trade, I actually show it in my videos. Make sure to leave a like here on YouTube, comment, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. I'm trying to reach 3,100 subscribers. Maybe this year we can reach the 4,000 or the 5,000 or even more if I blow up here on YouTube. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, leave a comment. Very, very nice pairs next week. The goal is to make a 1 to 2 risk to reward at least, and to close April in profit as well, like I did in March. So the goal for April is to close it in profit as well. So thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.